fastest way is to just put yourself around high schools and schools, period, schools, because that's the fastest way. There's a group of people always in schools, and that's just my plan for right now.
I totally makes sense, because like I don't know about you, but one of the big reasons I started doing music was to have influence over the younger generation, so that way, you know, we can affect the future in a positive direction. So I mean, targeting high schoolers and shit like that makes complete sense, because like you said, people on the street, like, they'll see your shit and they'll like nod their head at it and support it, but like you said, they ain't the consumer. Me and you, we gotta find consumers, and people with time, like younger people, like they got time to consume our music and listen to our message and listen to how our mind works. And then I don't know about you, like I didn't have no like father figures or much of a family life, so music like kind of, you know, helped raise me type of shit.
Yeah.
So a lot of the people I looked up to were always artists and shit.
It's true, man. It's always true. Same to me. Like when I was younger, I would always look up to Busta Rhymes, Erykah Badu, Neo, Usher.
Neo is my shit.
Like, Chris Brown was the biggest person that I looked up to when I was younger, because I saw my mom on the radio and singing, so I thought that I could sing. So I would practice listening to Chris Brown. Like, it's stuff like that that influences people. And I knew, like, Chris Brown is influencing me as a youth. I can do the same thing. If Trippie Ray can influence the youth, I can do the same thing. If X can influence the youth, I can do the same thing. And that's just how I think. We're humans, and we do this shit for a reason. We could do anything in this motherfucking world. It's just putting the amount of energy and noticing how much you really want this shit. If you really want it bad, you'll go 100 miles for it, 10,000 miles for it. It just depends on, like, if you are connected with your mind and your body, and you're able to just say 1, 2, 3, go and do it. That's just all. That's how I see it. That's how I really see it. Like,
that's kind of how I see it.
Anyone can inspire the youth. Anyone can do this. It's just, if you really want to execute it, you really want to do it, because there's a lot of people that say they want to do it, but they don't do it. And it's like, you just got to do it, execute it. 1, 2, 3, go and do it. Because I've been in that place before. I'm pretty sure everyone has been in that place of procrastination. Like, we're all, like I said, we're all humans. We've all been in that place of procrastination. But there comes a time where we all just have to do it together.
Yeah, I mean, you like you said earlier, like, you could put your mind to literally fucking anything. Like, pain is our superpower as humans, bro. Just, you gotta turn your negative energy into something positive. That's all it is, really. I feel like music is really just energy transference at the end of the day.
That's facts. That's facts. And it's a way to put your emotions out there, you know? Way to put your emotions out there. And, you know, people, I noticed this like a couple years ago. People really relate to you. Like, we really relate to a lot of people, and we don't even know it. There are things that we relate with people that we don't even know it, and I've noticed that, like, damn, you relate to that, the things that I do, that's fucking crazy. And I never noticed that about people. Like, I thought we were all so fucking different, but we're all the same in some way.
Yeah, it always, like, for me, like somebody will come up to me, I won't even know who they are or some shit, and they'll just be like, yo, Tuto, I see what you're doing, like, it inspired me to go do this, da-da-da-da.
Facts.
That's, like, the best shit, because, like, damn, I didn't even know my reach was like that, you know what I mean?
Exactly. I caught that too many times, and it's just like, damn, that hits me. That hits me. That does hit me.
Shit, you got any music videos dropping?
So what?
You got any music videos you've been planning or anything like that?
So I've been planning on this one, I just dropped a song called Cloud of Body.
Okay.
And
fire track, by the way.
I want to, yes, fire. Go listen if you have. Oh my fucking
Man, he showed me this joint in Low. We was getting lit that night. What was it? What was the occasion? Cinco de Mayo. We was off the tequila that night. He showed me this song, Cloud of Body. We in the whiz smoking on blunt. I'm just like, oh, this is
Easy right on the D, yeah. Easy RA and I'm popping nigga in his brain. He think got great, yeah.
So you said your mama sing. Like, who's some of your inspirations? Because like that flow, like I could see like a little Young Thug inspiration. Like I could see like a little bit of something. Like, who are your inspirations?
My inspirations, man. Like I said, Chris Brown was the biggest inspiration when I was little, because he helped me learn how to sing, and dance. As I was growing up, Travis Scott was the biggest one. Young Thug, as you said, was the biggest one. Tory Lanez. My biggest one that helped me progress my life, actually, and like where I am right now with my life, is Jase on Freud, XXXTentacion. And like I I've sat down with myself and listened to every word that he's like preached about like motivation and how to like change your life. I've listened to everything, and like I was at a bad time, maybe when I was 17, and when he died, I was 17. Until this day, I still listen to every word that he's said to everyone, to 5 million people. So that's my biggest inspiration. I'd say Trippie Redd is my inspiration as well. Lil Yachty. My biggest one is myself. I say my mind because that's so valuable to me. My shit is so like, I don't know, the way that I think is powerful, and the way that I do stuff is powerful, and like I know how to counter stuff. So
I feel you. Can we go back to X real quick? Because I totally feel you. Like X was a big inspiration for me. Like if it wasn't for X, bro, I'd probably be rapping over like boom bap shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like X, he touched. Like for me, I was a big hip hop head, right? Like I liked stuff from the South, like T.I., like Big Crit, like. And also like lyrical and old shit, but then X came around, completely changed how I thought about everything, bro. Like awakened me spiritually, mentally. Like I started going to the gym more, getting physically better.
Yeah.
And when he died, bro, all I remember is fucking at school. There was literally like everybody was silent, bro. Everybody, it was moments of silence, bro. And I remember one person was like, yo, why everybody so quiet? Why everybody off today? They was like, yo, X died. You like, who the hell X? Fuck X. He said fuck X, and I know who X was.
Yeah.
Everybody went off on his ass,
That's
bro.
crazy.
That man was not the same after that statement, I'll tell you that much.
See.
So X, he's touched so much of our generation. Why do you think that is personally, from your perspective?
I think, like I said, we relate to people so much, and the way that like the things that he's been through, even me, it touched me with like trying to get love from his mother and father, having to go through abuse, having to go through the system, having to go through foster, having to be homeless, having to sleep in cars. Like that is so relatable to me, and I know that touches so many other people. And I know that, oh my God, like, even with his negativity with the abusive and violence against females, like, that's relatable to other people. They can relate to that. Personally, I can't, but I know in this world other people can relate to that. And what he says in his music, how he is in his music, it's just like, that's like a healing mechanism for other people, because his words means a lot, and the way he speaks it out into the world, how he spoke it out into the world meant a lot to people. And that's why I think he'll live for maybe 20, 30 years with his music. That shit will live on forever. Forever.
I agree, 100%. Fucking X was amazing. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
There's always on a section of my podcast with DJ Doggy Biscuits. We run a little podcast called The Shift, and we always shout out whoever died that day of the filming, and we have a little segment about them. And you know what I'm saying? I just want to show our respect to every artist who has passed. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna smoke real quick. This one for y'all. Now, me and you, when we was in Nashville, I don't know if you remember this because we was pretty lit that night, but you mentioned how one of your connections, you was like, yo, he was saying this about my music, and it inspired me to want to go like a little bit harder and shit. Like, what areas of your music do you feel that you want to improve on the most?
Man, shit. This is hard because I've tried to sit down with myself and just try to master every type of genre there is. Like, with my music, I try to stay versatile as much as I can be. But the biggest problem that I have right now is rapping. Like, I love singing, I love making R&B music, but like, people always come to me like, yo, I want boom bap shit, I want that hard rap shit. Like, damn. Like, when I was first beginning, like, you can go listen to my old music, I was dropping some hard ass rappity rap hard shit. Like, go listen to Rigor Mortis, you go listen to that, bro, you'll see, like,
Shout out Kendrick.
Capcom, bro, come on, bro. I was on my rap shit, and it's like, I changed to a whole different field because I thought that shit would not intrigue other people. Like, I don't know, I don't think I would be here right now if I didn't change genres, or if I stayed on that whole rap shit. I hated it. It was like, it comes to a point where it's like, yeah, it's cool, you can do it, but it's like, damn, that shit is like, it's, I don't know,
it
man.
kind of gets samey. I feel what you're saying. Because like, I feel like once you had like that era of going, like, either making that music or listening to that music, and then you go back to it, I don't know, it's almost like the aesthetic kind of wears off.
It wears off on you, exactly. Like, I don't know.
It's
like,
not as fresh. Even if it is like something that was made last year, I don't know, it just don't sound, it's not as fresh.
I know niggas that where I used to live, they still making like old school type shit, and it's just like, I don't know, it's cool, it's hard as shit, nice as fuck, don't get me wrong, but it's like, you really think niggas are going to listen to that all day? I get it, you trying to be in the underground, you trying to make old school rap music, but there comes a point in time where you have to elevate and get into what people are listening right now if you really want to elevate in this world, because I'm telling you right now, that shit is going to decline so fast unless you hit the right people.
And we say this respectfully, like for me, like, I always like to nod my head at that old music every now and again, you know what I'm saying? Every once in a blue moon, maybe one track off an album, you know what I'm saying? Throw a little boom bap shit.
Yeah.
Like, nod your head to the old school, but that's like the soul sound. Like you said, I don't know, maybe it's, I feel like it's also that Triple X influence on us too. Like, we just love that versatility even in our own music nowadays.
As people that really just stick on one genre, it's like, you got to get out of that lane. You will not, listen to me right now, you will not improve if you do not stay, if you stay in one spot. You cannot elevate your life if you stay in one spot. That's being in a purgatory mindset. And like, how can you elevate if you're staying in one genre? That's how I think. How am I going to elevate if I'm staying in one genre? If I'm only doing rap shit, how am I going